Okay, so we're gonna do a reaction video. This is
Hey,
Drena
hey.
segment 916 and Dirty Weather 916. And we have a combined channel called The Dirty Haven. So we're gonna react
Dirty Haven.
Dirty Haven. So listen, we're gonna do this reaction video. And first I wanna just say that we don't condone violence. We don't make fun of anyone like that has mental illness or anything like that. We are
So
simply doing a
you ain't about to show
reaction
me nothing.
video to a body cam.
So you ain't gonna show me nothing gonna make me
No,
throw
you
up or
have
nothing,
not
right?
seen this. So I want
All
your
right.
no, it's not gonna make you up. So there's some body cam and security footage that shows an alleged attack in Ohio. It's I think it's a town called Youngtown in
Uh-huh.
Ohio. And this happened on September the 14th. There's a 25-year-old guy, Keishaun Sims. He would not leave the police station, and allegedly he lunged at an officer when the officer called him mental and refused to let him speak with the police chief. So we're about to break this down. We got to break this down for you all. Okay, so
All
you
right, all right, all right.
see the title. First, let's talk about fair use disclaimer. So, 1 second, and we're going to get into it, but we have to do this part right here, okay? All right, here we go. This part. All right, we good with that? Did you see the fair use? All right, I'm going to take that as a yes. Okay, so let's get into the video.
All right, let's go.
And who authorities say was some.
You have to leave.
Why?
Leave.
Make me leave.
Leave.
Make me leave.
Make you leave?
Yeah. Make me leave.
You sure this is on? You have to leave.
Say that again.
He telling the police.
Called me retarded.
Say that again.
You're mental.
Body camera footage cap.
Okay, pause. Let me start that over. Did you see? Let me just start over again. You heard what the man said. You heard the intro, right? I can't hear you. You are
Anytime you talking about make me to a police, that's the ultimate challenge. They already is on guard. They get ready for action. This heart's then started speeding up.
Make me. Okay, all right. So we're gonna start that over because I couldn't even believe what I was watching. So and now I'm just gonna let it play all the way through, and then we'll talk about it. We'll unpack it afterwards. Okay? I'm gonna just let it play all the way through this time.
It's crazy.
Let's go.
You have to leave.
Why?
Leave.
Make me leave.
Leave.
Make me leave.
Make you leave?
Yeah. Make me leave.
Make sure this is on. You have to leave, sir.
Make me leave. Say that again.
You called me retarded.
Say that again.
You're mental.
Body camera footage captures the shocking altercation between an Ohio police officer and a man who authorities say was suffering from a mental health crisis.
Think I'm playing, bro? Huh? Ain't nobody fucking mental. You can call somebody so I can fucking talk to someone.
The incident happened on September 14th in Youngstown, Ohio. According to the police department, the man who you see here in the red shirt, who was later identified as Keishaun Sims, approached the lobby of the department's auxiliary office, demanding to speak to the police chief.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. The chief only talks to people if they make an appointment. You have to make an appointment with the chief to see him. Okay.
The officer then tells Sims he will call someone for him. However, the officer says that unnamed person is unavailable.
She's not in her office.
And that's when the discussion takes a turn as the officer tells Sims he is unable to help him and asks Sims to leave.
Yeah, but everybody you need to talk to, that you want to talk to, are you have to make an appointment to see them. Well, that's the way it's going to be. You can say no all you want. Okay. I have someone who actually needs help. Can you have him? Sir, don't be difficult. Just there's no one that will talk to you.
Probably will.
No. Because you're talking about some kind of manifestation. It's that, you know what that tells me?
What?
That you're mental.
Say that again.
You're mental.
The officer then gets up from his desk and walks to the lobby area where Sims can be seen waiting for the officer.
Say it.
You have to leave now, sir.
Or what?
You have to leave now, sir.
Call someone right there.
I'm not calling anyone.
Yeah,
you have to leave.
Why?
Leave.
Make me leave.
Leave.
Make me leave.
Make you leave?
Yeah.
And then the confrontation turns physical.
Make me leave.
Make sure this is on. You have to leave, sir.
Make me leave. Say that again.
You called me retarded.
Say that again.
You're mental.
Mental, bro. Yo. Think I'm playing, bro? Huh? Ain't nobody fucking mental. Can call somebody so I can talk to someone.
The officer tells Sims to get off of him, but shortly after, another physical confrontation happens again between the two.
Say that again. Say that again. We can do this all day.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Seconds later, the officer then pulls out what appears to be his service weapon and points it towards Sims, and both get into yet another physical altercation. Additional officers are able to come to the officer's aid, where they tackle Sims to the ground.
Not today. Yeah. Do I hear that out here? Who is it, man?
I have no idea.
Surveillance video shared by the Youngtown Police Department also captured the physical confrontation between Sims and the officer, as Sims can be seen striking the officer repeatedly. Sims can then be seen tackling the officer, and when the officer reached for his service weapon, Sims put the officer in what appears to be a headlock before being tackled by another officer to break up the altercation. The officer's body cam then captures Sims being placed in handcuffs, but not without a final word from Sims to the officer.
Let me see you again.
Hope so.
Thank you. Punch. Yeah, okay. Watch. I'm gonna get all your. What's your first name? You. That's what it is.
Sims was eventually taken away in a squad car and charged with assault on a peace officer, menacing, obstructing official business, aggravated robbery, and intimidation.
I got so many questions. Obviously, he was mental for one.
My bad, my bad. I was I was muted. Listen, one of the first things that, first of all, I hate that had to happen. And as I'm watching it, one of the first things I noticed, and I don't know if you noticed it, is that the officer from his position, as he's looking out into the lobby, that sign that was on the right that says "We'll be back in 15 minutes." The fact that the officer had that in his own face, "We'll be back in 15 minutes." You realize when you're sitting at a desk, you have things around you that motivate you. Whether it's a picture of your kids, your family, something that you desire to have, a car, a house, whatever. But for you to have a sign posted that says, "We'll be back in 15 minutes," to me, you're sitting there supposedly helping the public, but you constantly reminding yourself, "I'll be back in 15 minutes."
Man,
I know I'm
man.
taking it further. I know I'm going down a rabbit hole.
No, that sign is for when he taking his 15-minute break. He takes the
I
sign.
know. I
Oh,
know. What I'm saying is that sign should not be in his face as an officer. We'll be back in 15 minutes because as you can see, as the video progressed, and maybe I'm reaching, um, he he told the man, "I actually have someone who needs help." Bro, peace officer, police officer, uh, you're not even present in the moment, bro. You be back in 15. The man need to speak to the police chief. He need to speak to a police chief.
what do you think he want to speak to the chief about? He want to take off his.
Exactly.
That's
Point.
why that's
Case in
why people
point.
don't get direct access to the boss because he
Hmm.
probably that whooping was probably meant for the chief.
Case in point. You don't know what he want because you didn't ask what he want. What he didn't ask that man what he want. He didn't say the police chief is not here right now, but I can assist you. You know, tell me what's going on. He didn't do none of that. He just kept saying like, bro, like the chief is not here. And I actually have people that need help. So you know what I'm saying? Like you're mental.
Okay. And he made that diagnosis by the way he was talking in his training. So he knew what he was dealing with, regardless of what came out of his mouth. He said, "I'm not mental," so he knew what he was dealing with. But see, here's the thing, though. In any law enforcement, that training right there is basic training when you're dealing with somebody that's being mental. But the thing is, you're not supposed to challenge somebody when they're displaying them signs. You're not supposed to challenge them. And when he said, "Say it again," that was a direct challenge. Whatever happens, happens. That's an engagement.
So
There was no de-escalation in that whatsoever.
whatsoever. And so the officer, in my mind, he's not there. He be back in 15 minutes.
Huh.
He's not trying to be there. He's not trying to de-escalate. He's not trying to find out what this man needs to speak to the chief about. He's not trying to say, "Well, here's a form." He's not trying to say, "Well, you know what, my brother, let me get the police chief for you." And how we do that is by let me get some information from you. He didn't do any of that.
But look at the hostility that he was displaying. I wouldn't did it either.
Matter. It don't matter to me. It doesn't matter. The man he didn't have a weapon.
At
He was
that
on
point,
life.
at the point it became a struggle for that gun, they could have killed him.
That you know what? That's the other thing I was gonna to talk about is that I thought the man was gonna be killed or shots were gonna be fired or he was gonna get tased or you know we gotta be careful like how we entertain people who we perceive to be mentally ill because that could have went a whole different way.
Yep. So I want to say, in this one, he got lucky. The police officer was just trying to do his job. That's how I look at it. He was just trying to
And
do
I
his
think
job.
he did a piss poor job, and that's my perception, and that's how I see it. I think that the officer has way more training than to challenge a person who he perceives to be mentally ill. Where is your training? Where are your de-escalation skills? Where what happened? Why would the man say it to my face, and he literally came out of his safety zone to say it in his face? Who does
He
that?
said, he said that obviously somebody that wants to go home or to jail or wherever he wanted. He had a mission and he accomplished it. Lock my ass up. Take me to Yale.
Whoa.
Go.
Listen, uh, this is just our reaction. And you know, I want you all to what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this situation leave it in the comments. And then any other footage or videos or situations going on that you all want us to react to, you can send them to what's your email?
Curdy92679
CURTY
Yes.
92679 at
Yes.
gmail.com. And then
Yes.
also you can send to leave a comment in this video. I don't know my email address for Drena's Haven.
Okay. So
I don't know what it is.
all right. So cut right there.
All right.
All right. So also